Hello and welcome to Lloyd South Lakes BMW. Today we have this X3 xDrive20d xLine. This car's finished off in Photonic Blue Metallic and is a March 2019 registered vehicle. Some lovely options selected for this X3 over the great standard specification, which I will run through with you now. On the front, obviously, with the xLine model, we've got some lovely colour contrasting trims, these silver elements underneath the LED fog lights there, and that lower part of the bumper. Tied with those LED fog lights, we've got the adaptive LED headlights as well as standard, so it's a full high beam and low beam LED system. And obviously that also works in conjunction with the steering wheel. So as you turn the steering wheel, that'll turn the lights to help brighten up the road ahead of you. Moving on the side, we've got the 19-inch 5-star alloy wheels, finished off in ferret grey. This has been the xLine model. Tied in those 19-inch, got a fantastic ride quality. You can see some more of that colour contrasting trim, that lower sill there, the air breather, finished off in that same silver finish as the front bumper, and that lovely chrome surround around the window and across the roof rails. On the rear of the car, we've got the sun protection glass option, so that's the rear tinted windows. Also gives it element of privacy for the rear of the car, and there is a UV element there as well, so just help keep the car a bit cool on hot days, as well as protecting rear passengers from some of those harmful UV rays. Into the boot, power tailgate is standard, operated via the key like you've just done there. Pull the load cover out of the way. Handy storage bin as well underneath this little compartment here, so you can actually put the load cover into there. So you've got any large items that you need to fit through, you can stow them away, and that opens up a bit more as well to reveal another bin there, just to get some handy items stowed away. Like I said, yeah, if you've got any larger items you have to fit through, the load cover fits underneath that little compartment there, so you're not having to store it anywhere else other than in the vehicle. There's that fantastic split way folding seats, that 40-20-40 split there. It's very practical in the back. You can also see on that sort of lower rear diffuser, we've got the finishing off that silver trim piece finish there, part of the xLine package. Moving to the rear of the car. We've got the black Vanaska leather running throughout, with some nice grey contrast stitching on sort of the outside and headrest. Also some nice sort of stitching for the centre section as well. One thing I do love about the xLine model, we get the lighter headlining, so it does really lift the cabin. That's a lot more light in the cabin, makes a much airier place. Rear passengers also benefit from some ventilation controls there, so it is a full free zone system in the X3, so they have their own zone in the back for full climate control functionality. One of the options is selected, which really does lift the cabin, and what you can see is we've got the full panoramic sunroof as well. So massive glass outside, so there's loads of light into the cabin. It's a beautiful bright day today, but I also love them on dull days, so it really does lift the cabin with the darker leather interior. So you have a full sunblind, and that front section also tilts and slides open as well. Okay, moving to the front of the car. Another option selected on this car is the electric folding mirrors, obviously heated and electric adjustable as standard. And you've got the folding function there as well on the door card. That can also be synced with the key, so you can use the key to fold the door mirrors as well. The final option selected is the full electric memory seats. So you've got two-stage memory, full lumbar support control there as well, side bolster support. Obviously got the lower rest and the backrest there, so lots of adjustment. You can sync that. Also sync with your driving profile and your keys, so if there's two different people driving the same car, you can basically get your own seat position saved to the car, as well as remembering different iDrive settings, remember your seat setting and your mirror setting as well. Right, stepping into the car. Start the vehicle up and get the dashboard find to life. Almost looks digital in its sort of view because it's very crisp, clear, but it is an analog dial system. We have this centre section here being a digital display, the actual dials themselves, and the needle is a full analog system. It's just got this backlit system which gives a very clear, crisp view. Various different bits of information can be given here. Obviously different trip information, but you can also get turn-by-turn navigational information as well, just to give you a bit more relevant information what's going on your journey, so you're not having to look across to the central display. Contrast on your sort of, the important dials there, your speed and your rev counter and fuel. Various different bits of information. Across the central screen, we've got the BMW ID6 live tile system, so we've got these 6 different tiles of information. As mentioned, these are called live, so they're working behind all the time. So they're sort of working behind the scenes. Even though you're not on the navigation now, the system's still working. Obviously, you can click through for a much bigger map, like so. So full real-time traffic information there as well. You can see that with the green lines on the road there. Obviously, full Bluetooth connectivity, along with digital radio, FM and AM, as well there. Moving on down, we've got the favourite buttons there, the 1, 2, 7, volume control, dual zone climate control is standard, with the heated front seats as well, freeway heated front seats, both front passengers. Moving on down, behind this little slide cubby, move that out of the way, 2 cup holders, it's got the 12 volt socket there, additional USB point, and a place to put your key, and also a handy storage bin for wallets, phones, things like that. Also, this car's running the fabulous 8-speed ZF gearbox, obviously linked with the 4-drive BMW's xDrive system. It has a full manual mode as well, so once you're in drive, flick it across the left, and that will put it into a sport automatic gearbox, and then you can either use the gear selector here to change gear manually, or the paddles behind the steering wheel to do so. The fabulous iDrive dial here to control the iDrive system. It does have voice activation as well, so you can use voice activation for various different systems. Electronic handbrake with auto hold functionality. We've got the hill descent mode there. Different driving modes to configure the vehicle. And we've got the front and rear parking sensors and the reversing camera there, all as standard on this X3. Got park assist functionality as well, so that will help you parallel park as well as park into bays, if you so wish the vehicle to do so. Finishing off on the steering wheel, on the left here we've got the cruise control, speed limit control. Then on the right we've got the volume controls there, voice activation button, and sing phone calls. So this car, let me just get it on focus, has got 2,798 miles on the clock. As I mentioned, it's a March 2019 registered vehicle. This car was actually supplied to us to our customer and has recently part exchanged it back in with us. So not very many miles and a beautiful specification inside this X3. I hope this video has been of use. If there's anything further we can do to help, please do get in contact. One of our sales executives will be more than happy to help.